Raviv, what would you say has been the most dramatic change in the industry in the past 5 years?
I think if we're looking at technology, I would say the return channel. The capability of set-top boxes to report whatever happened is something very, very important. Most of the applications, I mean, years ago, I mean, they kind of leaned on I'm going to download something to the set-top box and then play it from the set-top box. The set-top box listens to carousels, and if I push a button, then we upload something, and then we can see that, or we can play with that, or something happens with that. And during the recent years, and especially the last 2 years, it looks that the awareness of set-top box data is much wider. People do think about that and about that importance, and it is an issue. And 2 years ago, it was okay. What are we going to do with it? And can we collect it? We can't. I can give you an example. The Israeli satellite operators have been working with a panel of, I think, of a few thousand households on regular basis. They sign the forms, everything is open, and they have a backward channel, and they collect everything. And today, after speaking with that satellite operator, I mean with their CTO, he says that today, after they have collected the set-top box string click, and they facilitate that, and they get kind of intelligent results from processing that and reports. And if during the morning the marketing guys do not get that information, they are shouting, phone calls, beepers. I do not know what else, but probably
Waiting for the data.
Oh yeah, they are making their decisions by that data, which becomes crucial because okay, this is the information. This is actually what the people really did, not biased. They just sat in front of the TV. Everybody is a couch potato.
Mm-hmm.
Me also, or I'm the leader of that. and they took the remote control and started to do something. And this is a very important information because this is us. And the way that we use the remote control eventually projects of our preferences, what we would like to see, and what interests us. It's a very valuable information. And I think that understanding that, this sounds kind of a very important process that occurred on the industry. And you can see that the collaborative alliance and all the other forms that are active. Thanks.
Raviv, I'm going to ask you, can you give me 3 predictions for the next 5 years?
Okay. So I'll start with one disclaimer that in one of the ancient books, it was written that prophecy was given to the fools.
I'll take that as a compliment.
but I think that if we're thinking about, and let's talk about the set-top box data, and the first thing is that I think that during the coming years, some kind of standardization of how to collect the set-top box data and process it, and eventually what kind of results we would like to see. And the information is going to be more open out in the sun, like what we saw yesterday, which was like a tremendous achievement for the Mitch Oscar group that did that, because they took information from different sources and compared that and showed that to everybody. So there is something here, and there are a lot of issues and a lot of things to do, I know, but it is a start, and continue that product.
And I should say this was Mitch Oscar's set-top box collaborative,
Yes.
where we looked at 3 different streams of data and compared them.
Yes, and it was interesting to see that because, and then we see that maybe the rating information, we should divide it into more smaller granularity of units, like from each source differently, because the results were different. And I think that the market would go there to be more accurate and use that kind of information, because this is the true information about us. And if we're talking about predictions, I think this is where the market will go, and get that information, and of course start to make smart decisions and produce better TV, which is eventually the target of all this activity, is to target better TV, to make it more personalized. And again, what I want, all those sayings that we hear all the time. I think this is where things are going.